Hey everyone, welcome to another video for a guy here, and today dipping into my favourite house of all time. There are some that are close to it, but this one from the house of Guerlain, and this one is L'Homme Ideal, the first original one. I have took the sticker off, but it is the original one with the black side. So before we get going, I'll have you have a close up of the bottle. Okay, so we'll have a closer look at the bottle. Quite a nice classy bottle with the black on the outside, the sort of ambery-ish, orange-ish juice. On the cap you got the Guerlain logo and then silver spray. The cap's actually pretty weighty, it's got some weight in it, and you can snap it so you can pull this up out your drawer or whatever quite easily. You've got some information on the bottom. You normally got a sticker here with a name on it, but I took it off because I just like the look of it as it is, without any branding or stickers on it. That's about it really. I mean, it's nice classy bottle, and I like the choice of black on the side. It seems to go well with the colour of the juice, and I like how they kept it clear glass. So let's see a quick look at the bottle. Let's see a bit of close up of the bottle. Nice bottle. I think it looks good with the sort of bronze yellowish, well, I'll say yellowish, it's an orangish juice. Got some notes here. This was released in 2014. I didn't think it was that long ago, but it is. And classed as a woody aromatic. Yeah, okay. Top notes are citruses, orange blossom, rosemary and bitter orange. Mid almond and tonka bean, base of leather, vetiver and cedar. So for me, this is, I think this is my third bottle of. When it originally came out, I purchased 100 ml. Went through that quite quick. Then I purchased 50 ml, and when I finished that, maybe about a year and a half ago, I then repurchased this bottle you see right here, and I'm just under halfway, near enough halfway, say. So I've had a good experience with these, but I will say that the juice you get today, in my opinion, isn't quite as strong as when it first came out, so I'm assuming it's been reformulated. This bottle, when I purchased it again, I thought, oh yeah, great, I'm going to get this again, and little letdown with the performance of this compared to the other two bottles, the 50 ml and the other 100 ml that I had. Not far off it when it comes to performance, but it is lacking just slightly compared to the other two that I had. Not a lot of difference, but definitely a difference all the same. So what does this smell like? Well, on the, God blimey, it still smells good, let's say that much. Gonna have a spray here, a couple of sprays on the arm. So when you first initially spray this, I'm talking about today's juice, not the OG. Lovely aromatic. This used to be stronger off the top and a lot thicker, but this is a nice, well, let's look at the notes, because it says citruses are definitely getting a orange and a little bit of the rosemary. Nice. You get a subtle sweetness and a little sort of hint of the cedar from the base here. So off the top, orange blossom. There's a mix of orange blossom there, but it's, for the most part, I'm getting an orange, little hint of an orange blossom, and a herbalness from some sort of rosemary. And it's nice. It's a nice opening, masculine opening. There is the mid and base notes sort of hinting straight away. But a nice mix now, just after 20 seconds, 30 seconds, a little bit of the sort of almond nuttiness is starting to come through. Now the almond in this, everyone says, oh, it's dominant in almond and tonka bean. when it dries down, tonka bean, yeah, but not so much the almond. The almonds are a play out in this, but it's not overly done. It's definitely got an undercurrent of a nuttiness coming from showing the almond. Very nice, very appealing, very masculine start to a fragrance. That opening lasts a decent length of time actually, but as the citruses, the bitter orange starts to drop, yeah, you're still left with the rosemary, the almond, and as it dries down even more, more of a sweetness comes through. It isn't necessarily sweet when you first spray it. When it starts drying down and your body heat starts pushing it, you get a subtle suede leather that's still got that slight almond edge, but the tonka beans start coming through and gives this a sweetness, and it's a real nice sweetness. Tonka bean in this, at times when you're walking around and you get a whiff for yourself, it does have a slight cherry edge to it, but I mean very slight. And the little bit of that vetiver cedar starts coming up, so it gets a little bit woody, with slight leatheriness, a little bit woody, slight nuttiness, and a sweetness from tonka bean. That's pretty much what you get. I'm going to put that down now. What you get from the scent. Now it's quite an alluring scent, this one, especially when you've left it on the skin for about half an hour, like I said, and your skin starts pushing the scent through. That lovely sweetness from the tonka bean starts coming up, and again it's got this slight cherryness to it, mixing with that nuttiness and a little bit of that sort of leather. It really is quite a sexy, alluring kind of scent. Definitely a masculine scent, but a very seductive masculine scent, which is what I use this for. If I'm going out with the lads, or we're going out to meet ladies, blind dates, whatever it'll be, on dates where you know you might be going to the next level, anything like that, where you're deliberately going out and you're sort of either looking for ladies to talk to or to get to know, or whatever the case may be, or maybe you're on like a third date and you're thinking, right, I might get lucky here, right, and you want to smell seductive. This one is a good option. Oh yeah, it's just starting now to, I mean, after 5 minutes or so, it's starting to come down and go and transition into that the seductive sweetness, and the masculine sweetness. I mean, I really love the smell of this, but ladies go absolutely crazy for the smell of this. At least the ones that I've talked to, when I've worn this, they go, oh, you really smell good. Nice. Now this one doesn't last and project as much as it used to. It's still very good, but the original stuff when it first came out, that you had to be relatively careful with the sprays, because it lasted and projected really well. Certainly this, as a sort of aromatic, it does project. Even today's juice does project really well. I mean, I wear this whenever I want. I know one day I fancied wearing this. Well, I just went to the supermarket. Most people have heard this quick story. Went to the supermarket, walking down one of the aisles, two young girls in there, well, ladies, it must have been early to mid 20s. I walked past. One of them turned around to the other girl and says, oh, what's that smell? It's amazing. Oh, it's gorgeous. Like, what's that smell? They didn't know where it come from. So a few minutes later, 5 minutes later, there was in another aisle. I was doing proper shopping, as I was, and I seen them again. I didn't know this at the time. I overheard that comment. Well, I went past them again, and they said, oh, there's that smell again. They're the same girl, one of the two, and they said, oh, it's got to be him over there, because the only one's in the aisle, and I just walked past them. So she actually approached me and says, oh, is that you that smells good? And I said, well, possibly, I am wearing cologne. And she got up close and went, oh, that is good, you know, oh, that's amazing smell, what is that? I said, oh, it's, French perfume. told them the name and that. She's like, oh, that's amazing, you got to keep wearing that, that's stunning stuff. So, you know, that was just on the whim. Very rarely get that from people, especially strangers and younger ladies approaching a slightly older man saying that. So she must have been maybe a bit more extrovert, you know, but comments all the same, compliments. And when I've been going out and I'm chatting to ladies and all that, and they're getting a little closer to you, always a compliment. All the time. It is a big compliment getter, and most women really do enjoy this one because it comes off masculine yet modern and sweet at the same time, but not overly sweet, but masculine, modern sweetness. And women like that. They like a man to smell masculine. They have got a taste for fresh and sweet, which this sort of comes across. So you've got your masculine, slightly fresh and slightly sweetness. Everything that the ladies generally tend to like men to smell like, and this one's got it in bucket loads. And although I've not tried some of the flankers, the intense, the extreme, I can't see them be any better than this. I have sampled the EDP in store. Nice, more of a cherry tonka. It's ramped up in that, a little less of the sort of leather vibe. So I'm going to try that, see how it goes, but I can't see it beating this. I mean, this, with me at least, has been tried and tested and works for me. For me, I would say this is a nice date scent, or you go into, say, a nice cocktail bar. You're dressing up a bit and you go into a cocktail bar, perfect. If you're going on a date and you've been on a couple of dates and think, right now I want to smell clean and fresh, and so she knows I'm clean and I look after yourself, hygiene wise and that. And now you're turning the level up a bit and you want to smell seductive. Perfect date scent for when you want to smell that seductive side. Definitely comes across a masculine scent. Women could wear this, but it's definitely designed for men. And I would say a good 25. I'd say, well, 25 which is a bit lower for me. I usually say 30 or 35 for masculine stuff. But due to the sort of nice modern sweetness in here, but not overly done, I reckon the age can come down a bit. So I would say if you're a little bit more mature in yourself, and you're a good looking fella and you like to dress up a little bit, and you're at 25, this could be a very good option for you. It would definitely suit a younger, more mature acting man. You can wear this at any time. Again, it could be a good signature scent for somebody who just likes to smell good and alluring all the time. You could wear this pretty much all year round. I wouldn't wear it in the high heat, but not a cooler summer day, and any time thereon. So could you wear it casual? Well, I do, but more suited for something a little more special than that. So overall, this is a good 9 out of 10. If it was the OG juice, which was a little bit stronger and richer, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. It's lost a little bit of its richness and a little bit of its performance, but not by much, you know. So it's lost points, maybe even half a point, due to that, but it still smells as good as it did. So definitely scores high for me. So let me know in the comments below, do you like this? Do you not like it? Have you tried it? Have you not tried it? Whatever the comment may be, leave a comment below. I'll answer as soon as I can. God blimey. So before I gush my trousers out, let me know in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and subscribe if you haven't already. Really appreciate you watching, and I'll see you again soon on the next video.